Hello again, it's Lock Noob, and this is another Banggood.com review. This I really quite like. This is a cute little kit which I think would be really suitable for somebody who's just starting out doing lock sport, or maybe a gift for somebody or a child who might be interested in lock sport. And this is a really nice little starter set. What is it? Well, if I open it up for you, you can see, and you should be able to probably take a pretty good guess at what it is. It's a lock, see-through plastic lock for assembly. And what it comes with, of course, is a lock pick and a little tension wrench, as well as a set of keys. So the idea is that you will assemble your lock. You'll probably learn quite a lot about locks in the meantime, and then you'll be able to have a go at picking it. So altogether, I think this is a pretty cool little kit, and one which I would definitely consider buying for somebody who's expressed an interest in lock picking. I thought it kind of makes it nice than just buying a plastic lock on its own without any context. What's interesting with this one is even the shackle is plastic, some kind of acrylic, I imagine. How much is this? Well, this is on sale for around, and depends on the daily exchange rate, I think about £10.60. With the voucher code below, it comes down to somewhere around £8.20 or thereabouts. Don't quote me. Go follow the link below and have a look. So let's have a go at this. I think it'd be really good fun to see if we can actually do it. So I'm going to get everything out. The reason why is because the instructions are on the back. So I'm just going to get everything out. So what do you get? We'll have a look at the same time. We get the Perspex acrylic lock body. We get a set of keys. Let's have a look at the bitting. Nothing special. Not terrible though. You have got a, quite a high pin in pin position 4, 5-pin key it looks like. Like I said, get a tension wrench, a twisted one. Not bad for beginners. Perfectly nice. Nothing to really say about that. A little cap, I imagine, for the springs. What else do we have? We get a little cute core or plug, and that's where your key pins would sit. You have a little cutout there. That is where another pin sits to limit the core rotation. We'll have a look at that in a second. Let's get out the... There's a finger cut out here, and my fingers are okay there. So that is the shackle. So it's a double locking shackle, standard kind of position. Okay, put that there for a second. And last but not least, let's have a look at that pick. Let's have a look. Ah, see, this is quite nice actually. I don't know how thick it is. By eye, I'd say it's definitely over 25 thousandths, and it probably needs a bit of finishing, but it's not bad. It is a standard hook, and yeah, that's really... I mean, it's genuinely very comfortable. The plastic's comfortable and doesn't need any deburring. The pick might need a bit of a polish, but it's quite sturdy. Good for a beginner, definitely. Okay, so the case, perfectly nice presentation case. Let's close it back up and have a look on the underside. The instructions are... what's that rattling around inside? Oh, looks like a bit of the case has fallen off. That's probably damaged in transport, but we'll skip over that. Okay, so what we've got here, let's have a look. Okay, so let's put the instructions there. I think you can see those. The first thing it says is to put the spring, and there's a big spring in here, so I'm assuming it means these. Let's tip these out just at the back. So these look like all the driver pin springs, and you've got some extra things in there as well. So you've got a few other interesting springs. A long one, which I don't know is what for yet. A shorter one, which is probably for the locking pawls, and a retaining pin of some kind, and a big spring. So it says to put the big spring in, and it says put it in that way up, so I will do, and that's where I will put it. There we go. Then it says that I should put in the shackle, and put in a retaining pin. So I'm assuming that that is a retaining pin it wants me to put in. And there's the shackle. So if I depress the shackle, and it wants me to, yes, put that under some spring tension, and then put the pin in there, I think, and that will limit the height that can move up and lock it in. So okay, that works out quite well. I will just use a bit of key to push that in. I think once that's in, it's in. I'd imagine it's quite hard to get that back out, if you could at all. But now you can see that that padlock is now fully retained. Okay, then what does it say? It says that we have to put together, no, it's a long spring. It's that weird long spring. So it says we've got to put together the two sides of the locking pawl and push it in with the shackle open. Alright, I reckon I can do that. So I've seen that bit, that's in here. Lots of little key pins there, but we won't worry about those. Just put all the little cute boxes to one side. Probably reuse those for something else. And oh, got another little key pin there. So the idea is you have two parts, and these would fit to lock in like that when they're assembled all together. So what needs to happen is you've got a groove for a spring, and therefore the spring would sit in there like that, and therefore you need the other side to fit on as well. So that is where it is. When it compresses together like that, that's how the locking pawls retract. So if I was going to put that in, I'd need to put it in this way up and hope for the best. Yeah, okay, I think that has worked. And what does it say to do? It says then to push it in and close the shackle. Okay, we can try that, can't we? So I'm just going to push that in, if I got it right. Might have misaligned it as I put it in. I think that's going to be the tricky bit. There we go. So one side, two sides. It's quite good fun doing this, I have to say. I'm going to just pop it in upside down and gently push it in. That's it. Then I'm going to just push one side in and put the other side in, and yes, we got it. Well done, lock noob. So now we have our spring, our shackle retaining pin, and our locking pawls, which are sprung together. Very nice. Okay, now what does it say we do? It says to put the pins in and then insert the plug. Aha. Okay, now I'm going to try and do this with what's available, so I'm not going to get out any extra bits of kit. Put the key in and it should self-support enough. It would be, so looking at the other key, it's going to be 3 roughly the same, and short one. Okay, let's have a go. Okay, how many pins is this? It looks like a 6-pinner actually. Okay, I think that the highest one is that one, and then second highest is probably that one. No, too short. Maybe put that in here. Not convinced. Okay, so let's get the key pins out and see what we've got. So drivery type pins. It looks actually like all of the key pins and drive pins are sort of the same. So they are all, probably for reduced cost, they all have a beveled end. And we've also got two larger pins which probably have another purpose, so we'll keep those to one side and quickly try and assemble this up. All looks about right. Looking reasonable. Looking good. Not tall enough. Try you. Not bad. And looks like we've actually got some spare pins here. That last pin's probably a longish one. No, they're a bit, I think both of those are a bit short, so we're going to try that one in there. Yep, that's perfect, and that one in there. Still a bit short. What about you? Well, I think that's the longest one we've got, so I'm just going to go with it. It should be okay. These locks don't have you know, particularly great tolerances, so it should be okay as long as they're close enough. There we go. Okay, so then it says to put that in here like that, and yeah, that does retract the locking pawls, so that must be about right. Then it says in the instructions to put in a load of driver pins and the retaining pin, and then put in all the springs. Okay, I think we can do that too. So big pin goes in this on here. There we go. Drop you down if I can get you in. Good. Oh. And that should sit in there and stop that rotating too much. That's perfect. And then we just need a load of these ones, and I'm going to insert them that way up with the pointy tip up. Probably would be easier if I did use pinning tweezers, but I'm just going to use what's in the kit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I've actually managed to put 2 in the same chamber. That isn't very clever, is it? Come here, you. That's it, almost there. Last one, I think, in chamber 2. Yes, and it moves freely, so we should be okay. The weird spring goes in there, then all the other springs go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then this should just be a press fit, which will cover everything, including where the locking pawls go. So push that on. Nice, actually nice tight fit. And it opens, so I didn't completely mess it up. That's not bad. Okay, so now I've got that. What do I do with it? I unlock it, of course. So let's have a go. Got the tension wrench. And I've got my pick, and let's see how it feels. Okay, I can get under these, yeah. Oh, nice little clicks on them as well. It's a quite nice open keyway, as you can see, so this isn't shouldn't be too much of a challenge. And got an open. Cool. So what else do we have spare? So it looks like we've got a spare retaining pin for the, there you go, yep, retaining pin for the core, and we've also got a couple of spare pins as well, which I'm just going to all put back into one of these little tubes so I don't lose them. I don't know why you need spares, but it's probably just in case, so that you always have a lock which can be assembled and works. So I don't really need another one of these little Perspex practice locks, these little acrylic locks, and lock picks. So if you want it, then just like up there somewhere, subscribe probably over there, leave a comment below. I'll choose a comment at random and I will send you this little lock wherever you are in the world, with all the picks and everything. Only caveat being, of course, that you have to read the rules, you have to like, subscribe and comment, and you also have to live somewhere where lock picking isn't illegal. So if you're in Japan, I'm sorry, this isn't for you. If you do like this little cool lock assembly kit, and it is pretty cool, I have to say, go to the link and go have a look at it. I think it's actually pretty good. I had fun making it. It probably took me a bit longer than I thought as well, and I think you do learn something doing it. Okay, cool. I'll see you next time.